In a world where adventure knows no bounds, where power and performance collide, there emerges a legend that redefines off-road excellence. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Spotlight, 2023 Ford Raptor. Buckle up as we dive deep into the heart of raw power, cutting-edge technology, and the ultimate off-road experience that is the Ford Raptor. Get ready to unleash the beast and explore the untamed world of the Ford Raptor 2023. The latest Ford Ranger Raptor, of course. The pickup has had a comprehensive makeover, and in an exciting twist to the usual run of things, the best version has been launched in Europe before everything else. So we get Ranger Raptor 2.0 before the more mundane models. But hell, if you're gonna go for it, this is the way to announce yourself at the party. So what's changed from the original? Bluntly, a lot. Most, nearly all. There's a new 3.0 Lytra twin turbo V6 petrol engine mounted in that ladder frame. For a start, packing 288 8P and 362 lb of torque through a four-wheel drive system that now features electronic locking differentials fore and aft, a 2-speed transfer case, 10-speed auto, Heidel Shiji transfer case, 10-speed auto, gearbox, new suspension, and fresh interior and exterior. Meanwhile, the 2.0-liter diesel, with its 208 BLIAAE YPS 368 BFD, remains an option for those who like the visuals and bouncy upgrades. On the style front, you can't mistake new for old. The front is dominated by the big Ford grille, bracketed by SC clamp LED headlights that make the front seem wider than it is. There are standard fit off-road style wheels in F. Goodrich all-terrains. An excellent choice. Wide arches and A-built feeling with a similar treatment at the rear. At first glance, and at anything more than 20 feet, and you can mistake it for the full fat F-150. That's a good thing. It's still a 5-seat pickup truck without the one-ton of payload necessary to class it as a commercial vehicle, so it doesn't attract the tax advantages that a true workhorse might, but the payload of 650 tons is enough to cope with the usual lifestyle-y accessories that this kind of vehicle might find itself bolted to. No judgment though. The Raptor, as it turns out, is largely a brilliant thing. It'll make you want to take up hobbies that might make use of it. It also touts 2,500 mAh, so your caravan or trailer is in safe hand. Petrol means big power and more Raptor, right? Ah, the lure of a petrol V6 with some turbo sounds too good to be true. But the Raptor is still not exactly stressing that engine to the maximum. With 288 EP in 2, and a half-tonne to haul without anything in it, the Raptor feels willing rather than rapid. A near 8-second 0-60 twump time tells its own story. But that's perky for a pickup, and the electronically baffled exhaust. You can change the modes on the steering wheel, make some interesting noises. The Beja mode for the exhaust still falls somewhat short of the practically unsilenced Ford Boast, mind, and there's a bit of jealousy floating about. If you visit the Australian Ford website, the Antipodean version of the Raptor gets the same engine with 392 P and 420/90 Fort Blame European strangulation rules, which is pretty unfair if you ask us, especially as this particular iteration was developed by some uniquely talented engineers from down under. Still, there's therefore probably a way of liberating a few more horsepower by hitting the EQ with some magic aftermarket hammers. Not that we would advise that, obviously. Sounds a bit all mouth and no trousers? Not at all. While the Raptor might not be making off with any sports car scalps, it's plenty fast enough to get the chassis into trouble and mightily impressive. Even more so if you manage to get it off road, and that goes for both slow rock muds and crawling and high-speed trail. Bashing, there's a suite of electronic helpers to make you look like a hero. And when you go fast over rough terrain, you realize this is actually a giant steroidal rally car. With Fox Racing suspension and trick, live valve damping that reacts to any situation, you can blunder around with supreme confidence. Better than that though, the interior has been rethought to make it a luxurious and super comfortable place to spend time. It can cruise down a motorway with the best of them, even on the all-terrain standard, fit tires. And there's a generous space. Any rivals worth my time? You could look at the usual suspects like the Toyota Hilux, VW Amarok, and Isuzu D-Max. But in all honesty, there's nothing else akin to the Raptor that really counts as a direct competitor in the UK. If it's posh off, road ability you want, then perhaps try the Land Rover Defender, though of course no load bed there. So what's the verdict? An excellent interior, tons of kit, and some seriously capable suspension makes for a compelling argument for the Raptor. The Ranger Raptor now feels like a Euro-appropriate Mini F-150 Raptor, rather than an extension of the workhorsey range. The last one was good, but left a bit too much work for a set of splash graphics and chunky tires to do in terms of ultimate satisfaction. Okay, so we want the restricted 392 of the Australian motor, but in terms of an upgrade, this is night and day. An excellent interior with a pin-sharp 12-inch central display and Ford Sync. 4-system by stereo, tons of kit, and excellent seats inspired by fighter jets, apparently some seriously capable suspension and damping, and an exterior redesign that makes it look both wider and meaner. It's just under 60 grand, but honestly, a mid-range BMW costs that these days, and has roughly a quarter of the character and none of the breadth of ability. This is a car truck that goads you into adventures easily, and if you're looking for something a bit different, this might fit the bill. Just don't expect much change at the petrol pump. As the dust settles and the adrenaline lingers, the Ford Raptor 2023 stands tall, a symbol of limitless possibilities and indomitable spirit. Thank you for joining us on this exhilarating journey through the heart of off-road supremacy. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more thrilling content, and stay tuned for more awe-inspiring adventures. Until next time, keep chasing horizons with the Ford Raptor 2023. Let's make every drive a memorable escape.